someone has ported, this is real, this is real, this is not an April Fool's joke. Someone has ported Wolfenstein 3D to the Commodore 64. Those screenshots are real. Those screenshots are real. This is Wolf 64. It was developed by Steve McRae, known as Queepa, and holy heavens. It looks great for a Commodore 64 game. I gotta show you guys this. This is fantastic. You can follow Queepa, KWEEPA over on X, or KWEEPA.itch.io will get you the website where you can download this for free. It looks truly fantastic. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's Wolfenstein 3D. Wolf 64 is a port of the 1992 free first-person shooter classic to the stock Commodore 64 with the disk drive. This will run in an emulator or just a normal Commodore 64. He says, quote, engineered entirely in pure 6502 assembly. Awesome. This project brings id Software's iconic 1992 raycasting classic to 8-bit hardware with no shortcuts. Experience authentic first-person navigation, lavish full-color texture mapping, fluid directional enemy sprites, and responsive combat, all driven by a highly optimized raycasting engine that squeezes every last drop of performance out of the best-selling home computer of all time, the Commodore 64, guaranteed to make Scott Miller cry. Yeah. Here's a video that he posted up here. Look at that. It's even got sound. I mean, I know. It's not exactly high resolution. This isn't exactly even 640 by 480 here, or 320 by 200. But however, it is running on a Commodore 64, essentially at a pretty good playable speed. It looks like Wolfenstein 3D. This is absolutely an amazing accomplishment. Now, the developer did mention that some AI was used during the development process. And I had to stop and think about this for a minute. I really did. I stopped and kind of pondered on the usage of AI in something like this. And you know what? I'm cool with it. I'm 100% cool with it. You know, I see people posting about the various things they're accomplishing using AI and code generators and the like. And I'm not completely anti-AI, but certain things people will say, oh, well, I've added AI functionality to this software and this software. And it makes me go, do I really want AI in a notepad? No, I really, really don't. But then someone comes along and is like, you know what? I used AI to make Wolfenstein 3D for a Commodore 64. And I'm like, you bet your butt you did. That is what AI was meant to do. I think when people were sitting down and contemplating about large language models and they were training them and whatnot, what kept them going at night was someday someone is going to use this to generate 6502 assembly to get Wolfenstein 3D running on a Commodore 64 stock. That's how I feel about it. And I feel that that's an okay use of that technology. And this is just a story of how I've kind of tinkered with the AI stuff, right? So I've tried a couple of different AI models to do kind of similar things, not Wolfenstein 3D and certainly no finished projects, but I would tell these AI models, hey, let's spit out, raw C code or assembly code or something for an old platform, right? For an Apple II or for DOS or whatever. And let's make Lotus 123, or let's make WordPerfect and, reference all the screenshots and documentation online and let's recreate it. And I have been amazed at how close it gets with very little effort to get the functionality of some major pieces of software up and running on these retro computing platforms. So I've decided that if we're going to use AI, we need to use it to bring an absolute mountain of decently performant pieces of important classic software, games, productivity, or whatnot, to as many retro computing platforms as possible to make those platforms more useful. I've been struggling when I see people talking about their use of AI because I don't see any new thing gained. So often, all I see is like, well, I saved a little bit of time, but otherwise we got nothing new because we used AI. This is new. Let's do this. Let's start porting major platform gamers and productivity software and even operating systems to a wide variety of retro platforms using the AI. Yeah, and let's do it in 6502 assembly to boot. Love it. Love it. Tons of fun. Computers should bring us joy. Computers should be fun. And if they're not fun and they're not bringing us joy, we're doing something wrong. So anyway, kudos to the developer behind this, Steve McRae. I don't know to what amount or what level he used AI in this. I didn't talk to him about it, but I do know that I love having Wolfenstein 3D on a Commodore 64. That's just fun. That's just a lot of fun. Thank you to the Lunduke Journal subscribers for making it possible for me to cover this sort of awesome funness. Go to lunduke.com and click on a bunch of links, grab a bunch of subscriptions, scroll around on that page and go, wow, I want my name on one of those walls, and just be awesome. High five yourself, because you deserve a high five. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes across the inner tubes, I do declare, end broadcast.